What's up, guys? It's Coop Dizzle here, and welcome back to another episode on the on the Coop Dizzle Chronicles. It's a beautiful day here in the single-player world, and we got some cool stuff to do today, like clean up the house, and... Wait a minute. Oh, what's that? Is that another portal? That's so weird. I didn't put that there. What's all this about? Wait a minute. I didn't put this here. What's going on? What is this? Let's go take a look at this. So weird. Okay, let's check this out real quick. Coop Dizzle. The Minecraft gods were pleased with Rhapsody. We have restored the StreamCraft server. Whoa, what? It's time for you to leave this desolate place and return there. Well, that's the best news I've had all week. Go now. Begin anew your quest for the ultimate base. Alright, we will be watching you. We are always watching you. The Minecraft gods. Praise Notch. That is awesome news. That's right, the map reset is happening today. And, I guess this portal is going to take us back there, but that is awesome, guys. Well, so long to the single-player world. Thanks for keeping me here over the last week, but now it's time to get back to work, guys. I'm excited, and I will see you there. Stay tuned! Ugh! Oh my gosh, where am I? Where am I? Okay. Is this the new StreamCraft map? Where is everybody? Oh man, I'm all alone. Oh wait, there they are. Awesome. Awesome. Oh man, I was so worried about these guys. I didn't know what happened. I just went through that portal and wound up in my single player world. Let me see if I can get over to him.
You said that, hello.
Oh,
you're gonna be too
Whoa!
for the thing.
Hey, Water, how's it going?
Hey.
Oh man.
Juicy's gonna be...
Oh my gosh, guys. You're all here. That's amazing. Well, almost everybody's here.
Coop.
I was so worried about you guys. The old world, it just vanished, and I got out, but I didn't know if anyone else made it out. I'm so glad y'all are all okay. Oh, the dragon, I missed you so much. Glad to see you're okay, buddy. Oh my gosh.
Alex, why do you have an arrow in your eyes?
Wow. Good to know I feel welcomed.
Also, for everyone that's not actually been on this server yet, to check it out, look in that direction and find two farms.
Which?
And water temple.
Water temple in one direction and witch up right next to each other.
Are the spawn rates going to be affected by the fact that they're right next to each other?
Probably, but they're going to be on all the time.
Probably, but at the same time they'll be on as much as possible, so...
I've always...
Sparing spawn chunks, so...
Well,
we'll turn them off
yeah.
if we don't need it, but... Yeah.
It looks like a really good place to die horribly.
Oh.
Yeah, I just realized we have to cross this water.
Yeah,
We should.
not to go towards the temple.
Has anyone done a group picture yet?
No.
No.
We should do
Oh,
one.
that's a good
We should
idea.
do one. Yeah. Let's do it.
Someone draw it, or you can building them while let's do it. Place one down for me.
And go.
No bombing.
We tried.
Yeah. Good effort.
Alright,
Go
when
team.
we swim over to the thing, stay away from the temple because you will probably get one shot.
Strength in numbers. They can't kill us all.
They could kill a bunch of us though.
I don't know, man. I think they probably could if there were enough of them.
We can definitely
Actually,
try.
yeah.
Well guys, we finally made it to Spawn Town. We got some really basic stuff set up, not very much, and now this is where the real work begins. But check this out. I just wanted to kind of share this view with you. This is kind of where we decided to build, and oh man, that sun, is that sunrise or sunset? That's sunset. That's gonna look amazing. So I think I'm gonna build my spawn house over here, and I've been working on it a little bit in creative mode and struggling with that a little bit. That is going to be a beast, but anyway, yeah, it's going to look a little bit better once we get some of these trees cleared out and kind of replace it maybe with some smaller trees or something. But we got some guys over there working, and they're about to start mining away and doing some stuff, setting up a temporary base. But sorry, I'm still in TeamSpeak. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to hop over here real quick and just kind of show that, you know, I went ahead and just claimed a spot, and I'm going to have to do a lot of flattening of this area. But it's going to be a massive area for a huge mansion. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be fun. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work, guys. I'm going to go, I think, do some mining, try and get some diamonds and some obsidian. But I'm going to see if I can get a tunnel through the nether set up over to spawn, because it is well over 1,500 blocks away from here. And we have guys that haven't even made it over here yet, and some that haven't logged on yet. So I think, you know, it's kind of a boring project, but it's definitely one that we need to get done. So that's what I'm going to tackle next. And yeah, there's a spawner here in town too. And so I went ahead and swiped some diamond horse armor. And there was a name tag I passed on, but yeah, I don't have much. But and it's kind of funny. I just started prioritizing like decorative stuff on my way here. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work, and I will catch you guys the next time I have something to update you guys on. And I'll make sure to turn off TeamSpeak when I start recording next. Alright, catch you in a bit. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse of the spawn town coming up. My plans have actually changed for the episode for a couple of reasons, but anyway, so I just want to take a second and kind of look around here, and since that last update from that time lapse recording, things have changed quite a bit as well. So kind of in the top right of my screen there is E Squared's house, or he's working on it. He's doing a modern build, and that's the first one that really is going to kind of stand out compared to the other ones. Over here we've got Crux Workshop. He is a master builder. In fact, we should go take a look at that thing up close. The custom trees that surround his house are by him as well, and he's going to teach me how to do those, so I'm pretty excited about that. You know, I like my custom trees. There is Water's house over there. And let's see, moving along, we have KR's house. Now that little device over there, I don't know, structure is a villager trading area, and it looks like it's had something added to it. So I haven't logged onto the server in about 24 hours, and so much has changed. So anyway, behind that, well, we can't, let's just hop down because it's getting hard to kind of see things. So anyway, we have Chewy's house right behind KR over here with the flag, and then that looks like maybe a mine shaft entrance or something. And let's see what he did up here. Is that some kind of villager breeding or something? Press button to change villager. If a villager doesn't come, flip the gate switch downstairs. Oh, he did. They got some kind of villager breeding going. That is amazing. Cool, cool. So yeah, that's Chewy's tower. That thing's looking pretty interesting. It's looking good. Chewy doesn't pride himself in his building, so I think that that is coming along nice, and it fits in well with the mountain. Rossman is back there. He is a really good builder. I want to take a look at that pretty soon. And Chewy got a start on a bridge here, so that's coming along pretty good too. And that's another thing that's interesting about this terrain is, you know, like this bridge over here. This bridge is crazy. It's just intricate, you know. So, and that leads up to Kath's place. And there's just stuff all over the place. Oh, this is great. Just a little lawn chair and stuff. I don't know who's building back there. But yeah, just in and around the place, there are all kinds of things. But these are more of like the finished ones over here, so that's pretty cool. Alright guys, so moving on, there is an upcoming project, pretty big project that I wanted to talk to you about, and that is going to be probably my next really big community project, which is the river restoration project. One thing that we talked about whenever we found this place was that we don't really like this dry riverbed, and we'd really like to actually fill it in and make it a river again. So that's going to be the plan, and we're going to get some resources together. So to that end, I'm trying to avoid spoiling something. But to that end, I set up a chest over here. This was before the custom tree got here. But anyway, so I set this chest up, and for the StreamCraft Village River Restoration Supplies Donation Chest. And awesome, it looks like some people have been donating some coarse dirt, mostly. Some dirt. I put a couple of things of soul sand in here, and actually this came from here. I just used that for a related project. I'll go ahead and dump that in there as well. So that's pretty cool. Might as well put some sugarcane in there too, why not? And yeah, anyway, so that's going to be an awesome thing. It's going to really make this place, I think, come more alive. And so if you've seen me do some bodies of water, like underwater stuff in Rhapsody, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll go in and we'll texture this whole thing. It's going to be a huge project, but we're going to texture this whole thing up, add some lighting to it, make it look really nice, and then we're going to cover it all up with water so you can't see all that hard work. But it's going to make for a really cool thing. And then we're going to dot a bunch of these custom trees along the coastline, or the shoreline, I don't know what you call it. But we're going to dot a bunch of those around and put in a bunch of flora and stuff like that and just make it super pretty. And it's going to add so much to our village area, so I'm really excited about that project. Another thing too, I have a really big announcement for you guys. So guys, the big announcement, I have the best wife ever. I have pretty much struggled with my computer off and on ever since I got it. And, you know, it's basically a budget gaming laptop that I got specifically for the purposes. I wanted to get, you know, the bare minimum that I needed to make YouTube videos. And so, you know, as you can imagine, there have been some struggles with that. And so I finally have been having so much problems, especially this past week. I had loads and loads of problems. I won't go into detail about it, but it was extremely frustrating. And over the weekend, you know, Friday night, Saturday, most of the day, I was really struggling with it. I was getting so frustrated. And I mentioned to my wife, I was like, you know, I feel like I really would like to get a desktop. Now, the thing is, guys, I would never spend that much money on myself. You know what I mean? I felt guilty using $550 from our tax refund about 1.5 years ago to get this laptop. And even though it was tax refund money that we had earned and everything, I still felt bad about doing it. So I don't know what that is. But anyway, so she was like, well, you know, let's go shop around. So we spent about 1.5 hours looking around online and stuff, finding a really good desktop computer. And ultimately, you know, I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I felt bad. I was like, I feel like this is, you know, maybe we should just not do it. It's a lot of money. You know what I mean? But anyway, she went ahead and did it, and she was like, well, it's done. No going back. So I would just want to tell my wife, if she watches this episode, she watches some of them, but I want to say that I love you, honey, and thank you again so much. And that is a awesome thing for the channel for multiple reasons. Obviously, that means it's going to be a lot easier for me to record videos and better quality videos, perhaps. The monitor isn't a 1080p monitor, so I don't think I could record 1080p. But possibly record 60 FPS. I don't know. Depends on how long the uploads will take, to be honest. But doing a lot of things will get substantially easier. For example, it's really awkward to place blocks with a touchpad. but it would probably be a lot smoother looking and a lot more fun to watch if I wanted to do Let's Plays or Let's Builds now. So that could be a thing that is more likely to happen. Also, there's a potential for modded Minecraft as well, which is something that I can't run on my laptop. So that is a pretty cool deal. But anyway, guys, so oh gosh, I don't know how to go into this without spoiling. So one thing that happened while I was making this episode is that I started to dig out those nether tunnels, right, that I mentioned earlier, or I wanted to anyway, but then I started having internet problems, so I hopped off for a while. By the time I got back on, the nether tunnel was already done. So then I thought, what else can I do? So let me kind of head over to the skeleton spawner, and we're going to talk about that real quick. Alright guys, so as I was saying, my plans changed and I had to find a different project to work on. Now, we have a skeleton spawner right over here, and originally, did this hill get blown out or something, maybe? But originally you would just walk up here, okay, and there was a little doorway to kind of just walk into a little tiny room. And let me just, no, I don't want to break in over here, there might be some redstone or something like that. Let's break in over here maybe? There we go. That'll be perfect. So anyway, I think Cape Fear John and maybe someone else just kind of set up a real quick real quick skelly grinder, excuse me. And so it wasn't quite this low, but what would happen is they would spawn in, and then instead of getting pushed out that way, they were just getting pushed straight off into this direction over here, and they would be at full health, and you just had to sit there and grind them for some XP. Now that was all well and good and everything. It was, you know, a quick job, you know what I mean? It was meant to just get it off the ground and get it going real fast. So it was good, but I thought, you know, we could go ahead and just make this our community project for the first episode. So, in the top right corner, I'm just going to play some footage. Oh, he already left. I didn't get to say bye. So anyway, I've got some footage rolling in the top right of me just kind of expanding out this room and kind of decorating it up a little bit. Dang, they're just leaving right away. And anyway, so I wanted to kind of use a farm design that Asumavoid posted not too long ago for an AFK-able farm. I ended up doing it a little bit differently. But basically, now they kind of drop down, and when they drop down, they should automatically be out of range of the spawner. So if there's a certain amount of distance away, then more can just spawn in, and so it turned out to be a lot faster than the design where they just kind of go over here until awesome. So anyway, as I was saying before, when they were coming down here and then coming over here, it took a lot longer to kill them, and it also took longer for more to spawn in. So this is definitely a lot faster. They just they drop down out of range of the spawner so they can spawn in faster. Obviously you can turn it off. That was one of the things that Cape Fear John did when he originally made it. I'm hoping it was Cape Fear John anyway. I'm pretty sure it was. And so now they funnel through a tunnel over here. So through the tunnel they just kind of come up a vertical like transportation system with water, and then they fall down into this thing over here. Now originally, guys, I'm sorry for how this kind of turned out. But originally, I kind of showed you the progress updates and all that stuff like I normally would do. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if my DX3 was picking up my blue snowball mic. And even though my mic was plugged in, it was not recording the audio. So, ta-da, it's already done. Gosh, that's not how I'd like to do things, guys. But that is what it is for this episode. So anyway, let's check this thing out. It turned out, I think, really, really good. So I also want to give some shout outs. One is to KR. Him and I really teamed up, and this was a collaborative effort. So a lot of the props go to him. And also to Crux Workshop. He kind of acted as a consultant for us on some of the, I guess you could say, aesthetics of the build. Whenever we got stuck in a couple of spots, he came over and helped us out. Again, that's the guy that built that house, so he knows what he's doing. And who else? Chewy and Knight took care of the redstone for the item sorting stuff, which we'll see here in a second. So anyway, the outside of this place is pretty nice. This looks a little bit wide, and that's because originally it was here. That's where KR had it, was where the cobblestone is. But it was all kind of flat, so I wanted to bring the logs out by one block in each direction to add some depth to it. So it looks a little bit wide, but otherwise it looks really good. You know, you've got all of the bushes and stuff kind of hanging out, so it's very overgrown looking. Really cool, I think. And yeah, it just turned out really well. We've got this nice path leading up. And let's go check out the inside, guys. So as soon as you walk in, you are immediately hit with a StreamCraft sign, because that's how we roll, man. So that is a really nice touch. That was one of the things that Kara did. In fact, he did most of the aesthetics in here. I just kind of, we kind of tweaked things together, I guess you could say. But anyway, the wall design is his for sure. And yeah, and this whole area was him and Kruk. So I did kind of get the farm upgraded and did all that stuff. So anyway, as you can see, these guys are one-hit kill, which is nice. Their stuff gets picked into hoppers. Walked into fire whilst fighting a skeleton. Dang. So all that stuff gets picked up. There's an item elevator back there, and then a sorting system that Chewy came up with. So we've got, I wonder how much of this is filled up now. Any of it? Uh-oh. Is the item sorting broken? Or did they just change where everything went, I guess? Let's see. That's all armor and stuff. Arrows. Okay, and then bones? Okay, good. So it's not broken. It's just in a different order. So anyway, that's all good. The item sorting system is all there. So we've got a decent XP grinder for just getting the server barely off the ground with sorted items and all that good stuff. We have an enchanting area, so you can get your enchanting stuff done. Wait, you know what? Did we forget an anvil? Yeah, we're going to have to bring an anvil in here, I think. And we've also got this area. This is a pretty cool little area, too. Looks like, yeah, let me just go ahead and plant another word in there and get that going. So yeah, we've just got the basic stuff you would need to make healing potions. And the idea is... Oh, Alex joined the game. Hi, Alex. Not Alice. Alex. So the idea is you can get everything you need to make healing potions. Now, that said, everything except for gunpowder and gold. So you got to bring your own gunpowder and your own gold. But if you've got some of that stuff, you can get the netherwort here, you can get the melons here, you got the brewing stand here, you can make your healing potions, splash healing potions, and then just let these guys collect up for however long, 30 minutes or whatever, hit them with a splash potion, and get all the XP at once, and that way you don't have to wear out your hunger, you don't have to click a bajillion times. So I would say, guys, that for the first community project, again, I'm really sorry that I didn't have the progress updates to show you. I had the video for it, but no commentary, and I just thought, I've tried to record over video in the past, like re-record the commentary and time it up and all that stuff, and it's not good. So I figured, we just do it World Tour style, you know what I'm saying? Old school style, where you just come in and it's like, yep, here's what we did, and it looks really good, and here's what it does. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy that project. I think it is, for the server just being off the ground for a few days, we had this done by day 2, you know what I mean? So I think that is an awesome community project. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And, it looks nice. Like, it really adds to the town. So guys, we do have one more project planned for this episode, and I'm not going to talk about it at all. I'm just going to show it to you. So we're going to head back into third person, and we're going to do a bit of landscaping for the new StreamCraft spawn town. See you in a second. Before I forget, guys, I wanted to say thank you so much for all of the support on the Season 1 finale. I was really nervous about how you guys were going to react to that suddenly being over, but you were all really nice, and it just really kind of encouraged me and helped me to feel a lot better about the situation. So thank you so much, and I really hope that you enjoyed the season premiere for Season 2. I put a lot of work into it. I'm sorry that I had to re-record a couple of the progress updates that, maybe wasn't as good as it should have been, but I did a lot of stuff on editing this week and really tried to make it an awesome premiere. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button. Feel free to share the video if you want to, and if you're new to the series, please subscribe so you can follow along on our quest to build the ultimate base. It continues, it begins anew, let's just say that. But anyway guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and until next time, may you be happy, may you be well, and take care. I'll see you later.